Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we are learning what is EC2 in an AWS and how to create the EC2 instances. Let's get into it. EC2 means an elastic compute cloud. It's a web service that provides a secure, resizable compute capacity in a cloud. Amazon EC2 is a simple web service interface allows you to obtain, configure the capacity with the manual friction. Now I will show you a lab session of that how to create the EC2 instances. First, have to log into an AWS management console. Here we will be getting n number of services. Under the compute service, select the EC2 to create the instance. Here you can see that this is the EC2 dashboard. Here we can see that I did not created any instance present. So that we are creating the instance. For that we have to click on a launch instance button. Click on that launch instance button. Here we have 7 steps to create the EC2 instances. First step is to choose the Amazon machine image. Here I am selecting the Amazon Linux to AMI. You can select any of your own. Here I am selecting this because it is absolutely free. Next step is to choose the instance types. Here we will be getting n number of instances. Based on our requirements of the size, we can select any of the instances. Here I am selecting the M2 micro, which is absolutely free. After that, click on next, configure the instance details. Here in this configure the instance details, you can create the n number of instances. Here in the number of instances, you can give how many number of instances you need. Here I am giving 1 because it's for sample. I am creating 1 instance. Leave the rest of the things as default, and then click on the next, add storage option. Here you can add the storage types. Here you can see that we have a default as root as a volume type, which is of 8 GB of free storage. If you want any of the other volume types or storage type, click on that add volume and give a volume type which you want. Here I am not going to add a new volumes, and then click on the next, add the tags option. Here in this add tag option, here in the add tag options, we can create the key value page. Under the key value page, you give any of the name. I am giving the key has a department and value has a cloud. Click on the next option, that is configure the security groups. Here you can give a default security group, or you can create the any of the security groups of your own. Here I am going to create a default security groups, and I am going to select the type as an HTTP. It going to take the port range as default, that is 80. For SSH the port range is 22. It is going to take automatically. For the next step, I am going to give a review and launch option. It's a final step. In this final step, review the things which you have selected and did any security groups, instance steps, whatever you have selected still now, and click on the launch button. Here when clicking on the launch button, it's a final step, and you can see that there will be one pop-up box will appear. You can select any of the key value pairs. Now I am going to create a new key because it's the first instance we are creating. Here I am giving the key name has a my key, or any new key, or any of your own name you can give here, and click on the download key pair. Keep this aside. We can use the download key pair in any of the other videos. I will show you how to use that key pair. And finally, click on that launch instance option. It will take few seconds to create an instance. Once the instance is created and launched the status, you can see that it is the instance ID which we can see here. Go to EC2 instances and give that any of the name which you want. Here you can see that the instance status is running. It will take few seconds to initiate and comes to a next running state. These are all the instance details. We can see here the instance type, status check, alarm status, and what is the availability zone we have selected, and what is the VPC, IPv4 address, and all this we can see here. And we can see that the some of the detailed features of that particular instance, like instance id, vpc id, subnet id, all these details we can see here. What is the key pair, and then usage operations and launch time, when it is launched, all these details we can see here. In this video we have learned how to create the EC2 instances. If you like my video, give a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and hit on a bell icon for the future videos. Thanks for watching. Have a nice